L1 passes through the points 3, 3 and 5, 7, find the equation of line 1 in the form of y is equal to mx plus c, where m and c are constants. So first, because we have been given the 2 points, let us get the gradient of line 1. So the gradient of L1 is equal to change in y over change in x, which is equal to 7 minus 3 divided by 5 minus 3. And the answer is 4 over 2. And that is 2. So the gradient of line 1 is 2. Now we take any point, either this or this, the gradient and the general point xy. So xy 3, 3, gradient is equal to 2. So we say y minus 3 over x minus 3, that is change in y over change in x, is equal to the gradient, which is 2. So we cross multiply y minus 3 is equal to 2x minus 6. So y is equal to 2x, kuja pande equal plus minus 6 plus 3. So finally y is equal to 2x minus 3. And that is the equation which is in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. Another line L2 is perpendicular to line 1 and passes through -2, 3. So perpendicular lines, the gradient m1 times gradient 2, m2, the gradient of line 1 and line 2, the answer, when you multiply them, the answer should be -1. Now that we know the gradient of line 1, the gradient of line 2 is -1/2. So that now 2 times -1/2, the answer is -1. Now L2 gradient is equal to -1/2, and it passes through -2, 3. Gradient is equal to half x, take the general point xy. So gradient equal to change in y over change in x. So y minus 3 over x minus 2. The answer is -1/2. So y minus 3 over negative times negative is positive, x plus 2 is equal to -1/2. Cross multiply 2y minus 6 equal to -x minus 2. 2y equal to -x, ikikuja takuwa positive plus 4. So this is the equation, because hatujaambiwa iko in which form. So hata ukiachia hapo iko sawa, or you will divide by, you will write it in this form. Hapa iko sawa, pia unaweza tuandika in this, you divide by 2 everywhere. We have -1/2 x plus 2. After this one is also okay. The x-intercept of line 2. Now we have the equation of line 2. You can use this or this. The equation of line 2. At x-intercept, y is equal to 0. At x-intercept, y is always equal to 0. So you substitute y with 0 in this equation or that equation. Let us use this one in a fraction. So 2y minus equal to minus x plus 4. So 0 equal to -x plus 4. Ikikuja pande, so x equal to 4. So the x-intercept is equal to 4. like that. Kama ulikuwa umeandika, you write the coordinate of the x-intercept. The coordinate now will be 4 0. Y is 0, x is 4, so 4 0. But hatujaambiwa tuandike coordinate, tumeambiwa the x-intercept, so this is the answer. Determine the point of intersection L1, L2, where the two lines are going to meet. Here, that is what we call the point of intersection. To get that, you solve the equation of line 1 and the equation of line 2 simultaneously, and you get the equation. You get the answer. So the points of x and y where they meet. So equation of L1, equation yake ni hii, y is equal to x minus 3. Y is equal to 2x minus 3. Line 2, the equation ndio tumepata hapa, 2y is equal to negative x, this one, plus 4. So you unaweza rearrange hizi values, hii kuja hapa usolve simultaneously, ama usolve ukitumia substitution. So wacha nitumie substitution kwa sababu already nimeona y is equal to this. I will substitute this one here and get the answer. So this is our first equation, second equation. So I will use the first equation to substitute on the second one. So 2y, badala ya 2y, I will put it to a y, which is 2x minus 3 is equal to negative x plus 4. Yani kwa hii, mahali kuna y ninaweka this value. Hiyo inaitwa substitution. This is 4x minus 6 is equal to negative x plus 4. Like terms together. Hii kikuja hapa takuwa na 5x is equal, hii kuja pande ikwe 4 plus 6. 5x is equal to 10. So x is equal to 2. You divide by both sides by 5. X is equal to 2. So to get the value of y is equal to 2x minus 3, this one. So y is equal to 2 into 2 minus 3. So y equal to 4 minus 3. Y equal to 1. So the intercept, where they are pointed, the point where they meet is at the 2, 1. That's where they meet, the point of intersection. The figure below is a right pyramid, VEFGH, with a square base of 8 centimeters and a slant height of 20 centimeters. Point A, B, C, and D on the slant height edge of the pyramid, such that VA equal to VB, VC equal to VD 10 centimeters on the plane ABCD is parallel to the base EFGH. Find the length of AB, the length of AB, this one. So to find the length of AB, we are going to use similarity. Tunajua this one, the big pyramid is similar with this small pyramid. Therefore, EF and AF, they are related. VG and VB, they are related. So we are going to say the base, which is 8, divided by, so from, we have been given from here up to here, that's okay, divided by AB will be equal to the bigger height, which is 20, divided by the bigger slant height of the slant height of the bigger pyramid, divided by the slant height of the small, which is 10. So this one is 80 is equal to 20 AB. So AB is equal to 80 divided by 20. So AB equal to 4 centimeters. Calculate to correct one decimal place the length of AC. The length of AC. AC. So we want to calculate this length. AC. To get AC, here is, tushapata here is 4 and here is 4. So to get AC, you square this plus this to upate this one. Remember, this one is at 90 degrees. This is 90 degrees, so this one is the hypotenuse. So 4 square plus 4 square is equal to AC square. So to get AC equal to the square root of 16 plus 16, right? And that one will give us 5.66 centimeters to 2 decimal places. The perpendicular height of the pyramid VABCD. So the perpendicular height of this small VABCD, this small. The perpendicular height, for us to get perpendicular height, tushapata AC. So tunagawa AC ikuwe mara mbili. Kikuwa mara mbili, now we will have this one. From here, the perpendicular height mpaka hapa. Now we will remove this. For us to calculate the perpendicular height of this one, we are going to remove this perpendicular height. That is V. O ni hapa, that is the center, and then C. So we are going to use this one. So this one is 10. This one is, ilikuwa 5 divided by 2. So itakuwa ngapi? Itakuwa 2.83. Kutoka hapa mpaka hapa itakuwa 2.83. The nusu ya AC. And now this one is going to be right angle. So we are going to calculate H. Like that. So H square is equal to 10 square minus 2.83 square Pythagoras theorem. That is now H equal to the square root of 100 minus 8.0089. So H equal to square root of 91.991. H equal to 9.59 centimeters. Calculate the pyramid VABC was cut off. Find the volume of the frustum ABCDEFGH correct to 2 decimal places. So this one has been removed. So if it was cut up, now we want to get the volume of the pyramid that remains. This one, kwenda chini. So to get the volume of the pyramid, we calculate the volume of the bigger pyramid. We subtract the volume of the smaller pyramid, and we get that. By so doing, tutakuwa tumepata the volume of the frustum. So we calculate the volume of the bigger pyramid. We subtract the volume of the smaller pyramid. We know that volume of a pyramid is given by 1/3 times base area times height, right? Which is 1/3 times 8 times 8. Remember, our base area is 8 times height, 9.5 centimeters. Remember, this is now the volume of the small pyramid. Small pyramid. Yeah, or the top one. So this one will give us a total of 51.1515 centimeters cube. Now the volume of the big pyramid, which is going to be a half times base, which is, oh sorry, this one was 4. The smaller was 4. This is 4 times 4. So the bigger pyramid, the base is 8 times 8, and then times the height is going to be twice that of the small because it is a half. So that is now 9.529 times 2. That is the height of the big pyramid. And this one will give us 409.17. Now the volume of the frustum volume of the frustum is given by 409.17 minus 51.515. So that one is 358.02 centimeters cube. So the volume is the volume of the bigger frustum minus the volume of the volume of the frustum is equal to the volume of the bigger pyramid, subtract the volume of the smaller pyramid. The height of 40 athletes in a county athletic competition were shown in this table. This is the frequency. Find the value of x, state the model class, calculate the mean height, like that. So you need to draw the value to give us the midpoint. You draw the value for x, the cumulative frequency that will help us to get the median, and then you should have fx. So you draw a line for cumulative frequency, which will help us to get the median. You will draw the value of x, where with the x is the midpoint, and then fx. Fx is now the frequency times x, which is this one. You get the sum of that, and you get the sum of the frequency. So how do you get the cumulative frequency? Cumulative to mere frequency. Frequency, the first frequency is 2. So the second cumulative frequency will be 2 plus 8, 10. 10 plus 10, 20. 20 plus 12, 32. 32 plus 6, 38. 38 plus 2, 40. That's how you get the cumulative frequency. So to find the value of x, to find the value of x here, the total tumeambiwa ni 40. They were 40. And this one represents the cumulative frequency, or the frequency, not the cumulative, the total frequency. So we add this one and then subtract. So 40 is equal to 28 plus x. So x equal to 40 minus 28, which is equal to 12. So here is 12. The model class is the class with the highest frequency. The highest frequency is 12. Therefore, the model class is 180, 189. 180, 189. To get the mean height, that is the mean, equal to summation of fx over summation of frequency. And the summation for that is 7160 divided by 40. 7160 divided by 40, 179 centimeters. The median height, correct one decimal place. How do you get the median? Median is equal to L plus n over 2 minus c divided by frequency, and then divided by I. I is the class interval, C is the cumulative frequency above the class, the median class, N is the total frequency, and F is the frequency on that class, median class. And this is the lower limit of the median class. So how do you get the median class? Our total frequency is 40. So our median class is 40 divided by 2. So 40 divided by 2, the answer is 20. So our median class should be 20 or 21 there. So tunaangalia cumulative frequency. So tunafika hapa. So our class is this. Our median class is 170, 179. So kwa sababu cumulative frequency ni 20 and our median ni 20. So hiyo imefika exact. So hapa tunasimama hapa, and then the lower limit for in this class is 160. Lower limit ya hii class 170 itakuwa 169.5. So our L is going to be 169.5 plus N ni 40 over 2 minus cumulative frequency in that above that. So our class is this. The cumulative frequency above this class is 10. So minus 10. Then divided by the frequency in that class. The frequency in that class is 10. Divided by 10 and times 10, which is the class interval. So by so doing, you get that the answer is 179.5. That is the median height. The figure below represents a triangular flower garden, ABC, in which AB is equal 4 centimeter, BC is 5 angle, that is that. Point D lies and this like that. But I want you to mark here, angle BDC is obtuse. That is the keyword. That one is very important, obtuse. So as you do, you will see where it is going to assist us. So find the correct, lakini ukiangalia AB na BD zinafanana, inamaanisha this one equal, and the means this angle here is the same as this angle. Very important. Kwa sababu this one forms an isosceles triangle. ABD is an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle. So let us get the point, this one. This one we are going to use the sine rule. That is, we want, this is B, this one is A, and this one is D. Considering that this is the small triangle, this one is the opposite here is D, the opposite here is C, considering this one, and this one is B. So we want find the decimal place angle B, D, C. We want this angle here. So I will use now the sine rule. That is sine D, which we are looking for, divided by D will be equal to, because I have C, will be sine C over C. Sine capital C over C. Right? So sine D, we are looking for that. Sine D divided by D. D is 5. Equal to sine D, which is sine 30, divided by C, and C is 4. So 4 times it is, so we cross multiply. 4 sine D is equal to 5 sine 30. So this is sine D is equal to 5 times in 0.5. Sine 30 is 0.5. Divided by, so we divide by 4. Tunatoa hiyo 4 hapa. So sine D is equal to 0.625. So what we want is D and not sine. So D equal to sine inverse 0.625. So D gives us 38.68. So the angle D here ingekuwa 38.68. Lakini uliambiwa it is an obtuse. Obtuse means it is an angle that is more than 90 degrees. So an angle which is more than 90 degrees. This angle we have obtained here is less than 90. So for you to get the correct answer, it is 180 minus 38.68. That is the correct answer, which is 141.32 degrees, because this is now the obtuse of this angle. So angle D is 141. Very important. Find the length AD. Length AD. So our AD is B. So now we are going to use the cosine rule. Cosine rule. So B square, because that is AD, will be equal to A square plus D square minus 2AD cos B. But do we have this one? In A, in D. cos D, cos A. Yeah, cos B. But now we need to obtain the angle of B, angle ABD, this angle here. That is very simple. Now we have this angle BDC is 141. So what will be this angle here? This angle will be 38, hapa ni 38.68. Lakini hii na hii zinafanana, so hapa itakuwa 38.68. The angle, a triangle should add up to 180. So this plus this minus 180 we will get here. So if you do that, you will find that angle B is 102.64. So B is 102.64. So now we are going to substitute here. P square is equal to A, which is 4 square, plus 4 square minus 2 times 4 times 4 cos B, which is 102.64. So B square is equal to 16 plus 16, which is 32, minus, if you multiply this or that, you are going to get minus 7.002. So B square is equal to, this plus this is going to be 39. This negative plus negative is equal to 39. So B equal to the square root of 39. And then B is going to give us 6.25 to 2 decimal places. To 2 decimal places. Number C, calculate the length DC. Length DC. The length DC is DC. That is B. We are going to calculate B in this side. So for us to calculate this B, we must have this angle B here. This angle B for this triangle. How do we get that? We are going to add 30 plus 141. Then we subtract 180, we get here. So first, angle B, angle DBC equal to 180 minus 141.32 plus 30. And that one gives us 8.68 degrees. So angle. So to get the length DC, we have said we have the angle DPC is 8.68. So we use the sine B over sine this, sine C over that. We get that the length BC is 1.21 centimeters. Area of the flower garden ABC. So we want to calculate the area of ABC. So to get the area of ABC, we calculate the area of these two triangles and then add. Sasa hii tuko na side na side na tuko this angle, we are going to use a half times side sine the angle which is between. So by so doing, we will get the area. So area of ABC will be a half times 4 times 5 and then this total angle here. Hiyo unaweza fanya mara moja tu. Utumie the total angle from here up to here badala ya kufanya separate. Times 4 times 5 times the angle here. This is 102 plus 8 itakuwa 111.32. That one will give us 9.32 centimeter square. Unafanya tu mara moja. Lakini bado ukitaka kufanya separate, ufanye haka hii triangle kando, ufanye hii kando, then you add, still it works. The equation of a curve y is equal to x cubed plus x squared minus x minus 1. Determine the stationary points of the curve. The stationary points are also called the turning points. Turning points. You should know that at the stationary point or the turning point, dy over dx is equal to 0. So we differentiate these ones and then equate to 0, we get the value of x. So dy over dx is equal to the differentiation of this. So x cubed will have 3x squared minus plus 2x minus 1. So this is dy over dx. So 3x at the turning point, this gradient function minus 1 is equal to 0. So we simplify this and get the value of x. So the sum is negative 3, the product is 2. So our numbers is going to be negative 1, 3. So that negative 1 plus 3 is 2. Now 3x squared minus x plus 3x minus 1, the answer is 0. Let us group them. So x into 3x minus 1 plus 1 into 3x minus 1, the answer is 0. So x equal to, so x plus 1, 3x minus 1 equal to 0. So x is equal to 1, negative 1, or x is equal to a third. Ukienda ikitoka positive, you divide by a third. Now we have the values of x and this. So the next thing now, we want the values of y. Tunachukua the value of x, we substitute in this equation, we get the value of y. When x is equal to negative 1, y will be, we substitute, that is negative 1 cube plus negative 1 square minus negative 1 minus 1, and this one will give us 0. So once it gives us 0, then when x is equal to a third, y will be, you substitute here kwa y, a third cube plus a third raised to power 2 minus a third minus 1, and this one will give us the answer as negative 1, 5 over 27. So the turning points or the stationary points will be x negative 1, 0, and a third, when x is a third, y is negative 1, 5 over 27, and those are the turning points. The nature of the stationary points in A above, the nature. So ukitaka kujua the nature, whether it is the maximum or minimum, tunafanya when the value is x and when the value is this. Tunajua which one is maximum and which one is minimum. So tunafanya hivi, you draw a table of x so tunachora table. Hapa tunakuwa na value of dy over dx. When x is negative 1, so tunaweka katikati x negative 1, tunatafuta one value to the left and one value of the right of x. Our gradient, our x is negative 1. Ni namba gani iko mbele ya x when negative 1 ni 0? Nyuma ya hii ni negative 2. So we take this value now, we substitute in our gradient function. Tukisubstitute tunapata the values. If we substitute with negative 1, the answer is going to be 0 kwa dy over dx. Substitute negative 2 kwa dy over dx, you will get it is 7. Substitute 0, 0, 0, the answer will be negative 1. Hapa. So So what will be the nature here now? This one is the column for the nature. This is positive 7, so it is going up. 0 inaenda, and then negative inateremuka. So you will realize that this one is like this, and this one. And this is what we call the maximum. So now we repeat it the same when x equal to a third. So we draw a table of x values. Three columns, right? So a third inakuwa katikati. The number to the left of a third, we can have 0, because 0 and then a third and then 1. Sawa? Yani unakuwa na namba moja mbele na namba ingine nyuma. So when we substitute hapa kwa dy over dx, you substitute this one, it will be 0 hapa. Substitute with 0, we will have negative 1. Yes, substitute with 4, with 1, sorry, we will have 3 plus 2 minus 1, which is 4. We will have 4. And now we we determine the nature. What inakaaje? Negative number tunateremuka chini. So, ikuteremuka. So, tuko chini, tunaenda 0. Around 4 is a positive, tunapanda. So, it is going to be this, this, this. And this is the minimum. So, therefore, we conclude that x is equal to negative 1 is the maximum point. And then we conclude that x is equal to a third is the minimum point. Very good. Determine the equation of the tangent to the curve at x is equal to this. So, for us to get the equation at the tangent, first we must get the gradient function and get the gradient at the point when x is 1. So the gradient function dy over dx already tuko nayo ni 3x square plus 2x minus 1. This one inaitwa the gradient function. Once umedifferentiate mara moja, inaitwa gradient function. Now we are going to substitute when x is 1, what will be the gradient? So gradient equal to 3 square plus 2 square 1 minus 1, and the gradient is going to be 4. The gradient is 4. So the point, we have a point x is equal to 1, so we will get y by substituting here. So the point y here itaenda kwa 0. Yeah, if you substitute x here with 1, y is 0. So our point is 1, 0. Gradient is 4. We want the equation of the tangent. So we will have y minus 0 over x minus 1. The answer is 4. What we are looking for is the gradient, the equation. So that's y is equal to 4x minus 4. And that is the equation for the tangent. Remember, tangent to the curve, if this is the curve, the tangent is this line. So determine the equation of the normal to the curve. A normal to the curve comes like this. And if it is a normal, it is going to form a perpendicular to the tangent. It is going to be the normal, and the tangent, they are perpendicular. So if we know the gradient of the tangent is 4, then the normal is going to be negative of 1 over 4. So that when we multiply this and this, the answer is negative 1. M1 times M2, the answer should be negative 1. M1 times M2 for perpendicular gradient should be negative 1. So the gradient of the normal equal negative 1 over 4 because they are perpendicular. I have said that. Therefore, we have the gradient, we have the point, it is at the same point, 1, 0, because when you substitute x is equal 1 here for y, you get 0. And then our gradient is 1 over 4. Now y minus 0 x minus 1, the answer should be negative 1 over 4. So 4y is equal to negative x plus 1. 4y is equal to, or y is equal to negative 1 over 4x plus 1 over 4. So the equation for the normal is y is equal to negative 1 over 4x plus 1 over 4. And that is the equation of the normal in the, A rectangular water tank measured 2.4 meter long, 2 meter wide, and 1.5 meter high. The tank contains some water up to the level of 0.45 meters. Calculate the amount of water in liters needed to fill up the tank. Kwanza tutafute the volume of the tank and cal when full. So volume of the tank when full, that is 2.4 times 2, that is the volume yote, 1.5, and this one is 7.2 meters cube, and this one is the same as 7,200 liters. Remember, 1 meter cube is equal to 1,000 liters. So the volume now in the tank, volume of water in the tank now, because it is the volume, that is 2.4 times 2 times the height of the water, which is 0.45. And this one gives us 2.16 meters cube, and that is the same as 2,060 liters. So water required now to fill, volume of water required to fill the tank is the total, that is 72,000 liters minus what is inside now, 2,160 liters. It is what is inside. So the remaining is 5,040 liters for it to be filled. To be full, we need this one. It is the total minus what is present. An inlet pipe was opened and water let to flow into the tank at a rate of 10 liters per minute. After 1 hour, a drain pipe was opened and water allowed to flow out of the tank at a rate of 4 liters per minute. Kwa hivyo kuna tangi moja inaweka at this rate na kuna ingine inatoa ikiweka kwingine. So calculate the height of water in the tank after 3 hours. So after 3 hours, so 1 minute inaweka ndani 10 liters. So tunaweza pata 60 minutes which is equal to 1 hour. Itaweka how many liters? 60 times 10 itakuwa inaweka 600 liters in 1 hour. Sawa? So if 1 hour inaweka 600 liters, 3 hours itakuwa imeweka kiasi gani? Itakuwa imeweka 1800 liters. This times that. So ni sawa hapo? We now come, hiyo ndio inaingia ndani. Now the one that is drawn out. 1 minute ina draw out 4 liters. 4 liters. So 60 minutes which is equal to 1 hour itakuwa imedraw kiasi gani? Itakuwa 60 times 4. So inakuwa inatoa 240 liters in 1 hour. Lakini hii ilifunguliwa after 1 hour. Kwa hivyo ilikuwa inamwaga maji for 2 hours. So if 1 hour is 240, what about 2 hours? Itakuwa 480 liters ndio inatoka. Kwa hivyo to get the total water remaining in the tank now is, remember here, hii inaingia, hii inatoka. So the question is, so now what the total water in the tank ni hii yenye ilikuwa ndani 2160. Tuongeze gani? Tuongeze 18 tutoe hii yenye inatoka 480 liters. So tutapata maji yenye imebaki ndani ni 348 liters. Ukiongeza hii utoe hii itakuwa imebaki hapa. So if this is the volume inside, now we can get the height. Height is the volume 354.80. It is in liters. We can convert it to meters by dividing by 1000, and then times the base, which is 2.4, times the width, which is 2, and this one will give us 0.725 meters. So up to this point imefika hapa, and remember the total was 1.5. So the total time taken to fill up the tank, the total time taken. First, na tunataka kujua the remaining height. Imejaa, imefika hii kiasi. Ilikuwa 1.5, so tunabaki imebaki kiasi gani? Ili ijae 725. So tutakuwa tumepata ni 0.775 meters ndio imebaki ijae. This is the height that is remaining. So we can now get the volume of water required. Volume of water, it will be 2.40 base times width 2 times the height 0.775, and thus the volume would be 37.2 meters cube, which is the same as 3720 liters. Now we want to get the time it will take for battery measure.